Hello everybody, Bill Thornton, SoCalsabre here, and welcome to this video, APBA Football demo. I'm not going to claim to be an expert at this game, and I probably will make some mistakes, but one of the subscribers, when I did the unboxing, wanted to see some gameplay, so I'm going to do the best that I can to get this out to them, and maybe they're trying to make a decision on whether to buy it or not. I picked up the 1964 set because it gives me I have on my other football games, I have the 1994 bills, the 91 bills, the 89 bills, but I wanted to get in early days in the AFL. So this set gives me the AFL teams of 64 and the NFL teams. Pretty cool. So we got Jim Brown and Jackie Kemp and a whole bunch of guys. So let's get down to the table and take a look at things. Okay. Show you a little bit of what I got. As you can see, this is the bills over here. Each team comes with quite a few cards, and these are the bills laid out here. These are the special teams players. These are the running backs here, two of them, and these are Jack Kemp and his receivers underneath them. These are the defensive play cards, which I'll explain in a minute, and then Boston, Babe Pirelli and his receivers underneath it, and Ron Burton and the other running backs. So you get a lot of cards, and except for ratings, position ratings, a lot of cards don't even get into play during the game. And some people don't like that because they think that increases the cost. I really haven't thought about it one way or the other. I have it, that's what it is. Okay. What I got down here, well, sure, this is just what I'm using to score. These are lineup cards or sheets that I picked up on in Board Game Geek under APBA Football. And so you enter the offensive starters, and you got to do by position. Like this is an end, a left tackle, a left guard, center, right guard, right tackle. Tight end, then you got your quarterback, your halfback, and a flanker, and your fullback. And you have their grades, okay? And then you do that with both offense and defense over both teams. Now, before we get started, what these two cards are in the middle, these are from the defensive. I ordered these, they weren't that expensive because I play solo a lot. Defensive play calling cards. So, in order to determine, you take your defense, total rating of the guys, 39, and compare it to their offense. Well, it's 39. So, it's an even. You know, it actually probably should be this way. I'm so confused on which one to use because even the rules don't explain it, but I'm going to do it this way. No, if my offense is playing against their defense, yeah, then that's their defense. Then their defense is 38, and my offense is 39, so that -1. So I'm saying that this would be their defensive numbers, and so I'll play it against there. I think I've been playing it wrong before, but who knows? If anybody knows the correct way to put these, please put it in the remarks. You know, I'm just still learning a lot about this game. And but I wanted to get a little bit of gameplay out there in case anybody is interested. I'm not going to be keeping score today, but I do use these sheets that I picked up on the. I think they come in the same file as this one of these things charts, and you can mark off your plays. Yep, there goes a sports announcement on my phone. 30 plays in the quarter. Okay, so you have a run and play, you mark off one, you have mark off one. There are half plays also. And under APBA, incomplete passes, you only mark a half play. Makes sense. Touchdowns a half play, field goals a half play, safety's a half play. Anytime there's a change of possession, it's a half play. And then penalties and injuries are half plays. And then after the 25th play of the quarter, any out of bounds plays in the second and fourth quarters are half plays. So a lot of it makes pretty much sense there. But I'm not going to be keeping there today because I want to do a little demos for you. Okay, so we're going to say that Boston's kicking this way, kicking off to Buffalo. All right, so we're going to go to, oh, first of all, I better show you some of this stuff too. And we got the big book, the APBA special book, and then we got the APBA shaker and the dice over here. All right, this book is broke down in the field according to the field position. Okay, of course we have kicking. For the kickoffs, they have it rated in this book from the 30-yard line. Back in 1964 it was the 40-yard line, so I can't figure nothing out, so I'm just going to go with the 30. All right. But anyway, you have kicking and returns under this tab. All right, and then the next tab will be between the defense's goal line. Let me see if between the defense's goal line and their 9-yard line. Then the next section of the field, because these are important to know because this is where the charts you're going to be looking at. The next part goes between the defense's 10 and their 30. And then they're going to, this is where the sections that are going to be played goes from the defense's 31 to the 20. Oh, no, sorry, 31 to the 15. So that's where most of the play action is going to take in Rosen Field. Okay, then we go from between the offense's 14 and the goal line. If we reverse if we're going this way. Oh, and then there's a penalty and an ID section on there. So the first thing we're going to do is pretty easy, pretty kickoff. We're going to take Gino Cappelletti. You have to kind of learn all these different symbols, and he's the kickoff for Boston. So we're going to roll on the APBA dice, and we get a 14. We're going to go to 14 over to 27, and then we're going to go down the kickoff chart to 27, and it says it's 43-yard kick, and it's fielded by their number 5. Okay, so we're going to do 43 yards, and they're from the 30, so 10, 20, 30, 40. That's where that started. And then Buffalo's 05. Go down here to their kick return team, and it's Tom Keating, one of their linemen. Okay, so we're going to, you don't use these cards very often, but here's one time where we're going to be doing. See if I can find Keating. There he is. I'm still having a hard time figuring out. So now we're going to roll on Keating's card and look at the run column. Okay. 24 under the run column is a 36. So now we're going to find that. Okay. Here's the kick return defensive kicks. Offense returns, what did I say that was? 34? 36? Come on, what, Bill? Boy, I can't remember for anything. 24 is a 36. So we're going to go down here to the 36. And he returned at 11 yards, and then there's a penalty. This TK is a penalty. And you see the T after that is a penalty. So he returned at 11 yards. He returned it from the 27 to the 38. I'm not going to go into details on the penalties today, but I'll take a shot at this one. Okay. All right, so we saw it was a TK. So we go to the penalty chart. And you see I have tabs on my things to help me find the charts easier. I do that with my baseball too, APBA Baseball. We're going to go down here. This is the way I'm thinking that works, okay? We're going to roll, and we're going to get 41. Okay, it's an 8. And we're going to go over to the penalty chart, and it's an illegal block on the offense. 10 yards from the line or possession. So we're going to take it back 10, since we know that. From the 38 back to the 28. And since it was a kickoff, it'll be first down from the 28. Okay, so as I was saying before, we're in the section, the section of the field from the defense's 31 to the offense's 15. So we're in that. So that's the charts that we're going to be using for these next calls. All right. So first call, they're in there. They're quarterback. This is where these guys are going to come back in. They say Bobby Smith, the halfback's going to do it. No, we're gonna start off with an inside run. See if we can catch him. Like Cookie Gilchrist, the fullback. So it's an inside run. We're going to go here. We're going to be going against their -1 chart. And it's 12. So we look at the 12. I'm having an eye issue here. And it's a CD. This is the defense in that, and I'll show you this in a second. CD. I have to remember that. CD. Okay. So then we're going to roll on Cookie's card. We got a 16 run. It's 25 on the CD. So here we are between the defense's 31 and the offense's 15. And I said it was an inside run. So here's A, B, and C. All right, so we're going C, D. That's the column. And see, I already forgot what the heck that was already. 16. It's a 25 on the run. So we're going to go down to 25, go over to C, D, and no gain. Okay, 2nd and 10. There is a little marker for the down marker. So it's 2nd and 10. See if I can remember that. All right, 2nd and 10. So Kem still wants to stay on the ground. So he's going to go Bobby Smith, and he's going to do an outside run with Bobby Smith. Let me get these guys out of the way here. Okay, same thing. I looked at the wrong chart on that. That's all right. I'm going to give it to 0. I looked at outside run instead of inside. This is Bobby Smith doing outside. I'll show you this in a second when I get there. 31. We're going to 31. We're getting CS on the run. Then we go to Bobby Smith's card. 25. 16. Okay. 16 CS. I looked at this chart before for the inside run. It should have been this one over here, but this is only a demo, and I make mistakes. So we're doing CS, and I see, I forget that, 25 already. Bobby Smith is CS 16. So we're going to go down to the 16. We're going to go to CS. We got a 9-yard gain. So I'm going to move it up 9 yards. Mark it on my score sheet that he gained 9 yards. Cookie, I would have marked as 0. And this score sheet here, you can put your passers, or runners, or receiving, and then mark off. This is just a learning thing I was playing before. Mark off whether the pass was incomplete, completed. I circled the touchdowns on there, and so forth. And then you're kicking guys. Okay, 3rd and 1. I don't have that on the right line anyway, but anyway, as they used to say, close enough for government work. So we're going back to Gilchrist. It's 3rd and 1. Cookie's been a horse back in the day. It's 3rd and 1. We're going inside again. 14. B, it's on the run, BD. Bravo Delta. Going to Cookie. 44. Some of the doubles in that has come up to be pretty nice for things. Just like the 66, the doubles, the 66 and the 11s are always good in any EPA game. So we're doing 44, which is 8-16 on the BD. So we're going on the inside chart this time to make it right. BD, we're going down to 16, BD, and Cookie rumbles for 10 yards on the inside run. Okay, so he's 20 to the 48. Then we move this up. 1st and 10. You know, when I was playing this play chart, when I was playing this play game before, the first 2 drives I did, one for Buffalo, one for Boston, marched right down the field and scored. I said, boy, I must be doing something wrong. But then after that, when I thought that, and then I continued, it was gone. So anyway, Kemp's going to try to catch him a little bit because he's been running. So he's going to throw a medium pass. Now here's the difference. And he's going to throw a medium pass to Glenn Bass. Now here's the big difference. You don't, except for the receiving thing that might come into play, you don't use their cards. You use the quarterback's cards. So we're going to go medium pass. We're still on the same chart between the 30 and the 50 or the 20. Yeah, then put 15. I keep using saying. So we're going to Kemp. Okay. 25. We'll go down here to 25, and we're going to go to the pass, and it's AD. Now, if I read some of the rules, if I try to combine the things that for the regular game and compared to this game, if I wanted to, if it was a B, he's an A. For one play, I could upgrade it to an A. But I'm not going to do that right now, okay? So we're going to go here with the 25, and it's on the pass, so they're in a BS defense. Medium pass. BS. Jackie Kim. 56. And we're going to go on to the pass, which is 20. Okay. Down here. We go on the medium pass, and it's a BS. We go down to 20. We go across to BS. INC. Everybody plays football knows that means incomplete. So now it's 2nd and 10. Couple things you can't do, and passes can be short, medium, or long. You can't throw a long pass inside of the 30, and you can't throw a medium pass inside the 15. I believe that's what it was. It could be wrong, but I believe that is. So, but we're in good shape here. So anyway, he didn't catch him. It was incomplete. So he says, all right, maybe I'll try to get some of this yardage by throwing a short pass to Bobby Smith. Okay? So we're going 52. Okay, it's a CG pass defense. CG. Going to Kemp's card again. Not Bobby Smith. Bobby Smith is a C, so that one CG, but we're going to Kemp's card. 61 on the passes. Oh, wrong card. 61 on the pass is 18. Going over here. Short pass. CG 16. Okay, what that means there is a 0. The best, like you do the little flare out to the flats. No gain, out of bounds. But when it wouldn't be in the after the 25th play, the 2nd or 4th, so it still would be a full mark off on the chart. Okay, so let's say that we got held. So we're going to need to punt. So this is where we're going to get our punters involved in it. So Buffalo brings out Paul McGuire. Okay. We're going to go to the kicking chart again. All right, Paul. He's our primary punter, indicated by this PAK. All these things, took me forever to try to figure some of this stuff out on here, but I'm getting there. And you know, and like I told you before, I vacillated back and forth. I don't know for how many years. You buy this game, don't buy this game, buy this game, don't buy it. And I finally bought it, and I'm liking it. You know, but I just got to get more comfortable with it. And I'm liking this defensive play system. Okay, this don't come into play on punts. Okay, Paul McGuire, 64. 64, and we're going under his kick. And that's a 6. So we're going punting down here on the chart, and we're punting from the defense's 25 to the 15, from the offense's 49 to the 15. So we're punting in this section here because we're at the offense's 48. All right. 64 was 16, did I say? Come on, Bill. I hope you guys have a laugh at my forgetfulness. 64 is a 6. Okay, so we're going to go down this chart to 6. And says it was 44-yard kick, and it was picked up or received by D10. I'll show you that in a minute, but let's get to 44. So we're at the 48, that's 2. 12, 22, 32, 42, 44-yard kick. Okay, so now we're going to look over here on their kick return team, and I don't know why it says O10. It's so O10. That's Larry Guerin. He's an OAB. Okay, so I think he should be in this special teams here. Oh no, you know why he's not? Because he's their one of their running backs. Okay, so we're going to go to Larry Guerin. We're going to roll on him. 62 in the run. And the run column's 25. Okay. Returns. Okay, punt return. We're going down here to 25. Across to punt return. Nothing. No. Maybe he's tackled immediately. He didn't call a fair catch because there are FCs here, fair catches. So, no gain. So that would be 1st and 10 for Babe Pirelli. Okay, and I got the punt in. So the other thing that I wanted to show you about field goals, we'll say Buffalo had made it into the 30. And they wanted to kick a field goal. They would bring Pete Gogolak out. This was one of the first soccer-style kickers in football. And he really could boom them back in the day. So anyway, Pete's going to be kicking a field goal. And so we're at the 30, so we're going to add 17 yards on. 10 yards for the end zone, because we're playing modern day football. In the old days, it was the goal lines were right here on the goal line. But they moved them back for safety because guys would run into them. It was kind of cool because they would receivers would cut across, and here would be the goal post, and they would go just inside and use the goal post to pick off the defender, and then the quarterback could hit him in the middle for a touchdown. A lot of good stuff back in those days. They move it all for safety. I understand it, the safety issues, moving the ball back to the 35, the 30, and all of that stuff, but it was fun back then. Okay, so here we go. Pete's going to be trying for a 47-yard field goal. So we're going to bring out to our charts and see under the field goals. Okay, and we're kicking. These are extra points. 20 to 39. We're going for a 49-yard field goal. They don't have any outside of 49, so if you go outside of 49, you're going to have to use the same chart. So Pete's kicking. 66 is a 1. And that's when it says 45 good. One is okay. When it says 45 good, that means that it's only good from the 45-yard line. In other words, no good. So that's how the field goals work. Okay. You go down there, hit this like button, help me out, help the channel out. I really appreciate all of you supporters, new and old. So let's go back up here for a second and let me review. Okay, that was just a short demo. Somebody asked for some gameplay. Just like in a lot of other football games and basketball games, they take a long time to play. So you have to have an area where you can leave it up, which I do. You can't see it over here, but over behind me, this is a big table. You've seen me using both ends of this for certain things. Over there, I have a card table set up. And right now, that's where I use for things that I'm trying to refresh I got Hockey Blast on there because I need to do another hockey game. But I have to refresh myself because I haven't played it for such a long time. APBA Football. Bought it. Yes, I like it. Yes, those people that have their gripes about there's too many cards and they could have put the ratings on uh, a sheet, a cardstock sheet, the different ratings. True. I kind of like having all the cards and looking at the different ratings and everything. So, that's to each his own on that one. It plays fairly quick. One of these days I'll have to do a whole quarter, time it, and then in one of my monthly wrap-ups, I'll talk about, how it came out. So, that's it for today. This is SoCalSabre. I hope you enjoyed this. Take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and stay safe.